Greetings, Earthlings. I'm here with actually one of my heroes and idols. He will deny it, but it's true. Robert Keeley, the perfect master of an imperfect world. Longtime friend. Welcome to Guit Con. How you doing? It's Wednesday. It's been a couple days. You were on a panel last night, and I was watching it from the room. What was your thoughts of that?
First, let me say, Guten Morgen.
I've
heard that so many times this morning. I think, are us Americans really that rude? Everyone's Morgen,
yeah.
Morgen, Morgen.
Yeah. I'm like, how you doing?
Yeah. So the panel was fun last night. Getting to meet and hang out with Tora from TC Electronic has been just killer. It's
fun.
Nice to actually meet people and not internet them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gosh, interneting can really taint.
Well, it's just like texting, because it's hard to put across intent in just a sentence. You could read it 7 different ways. Like, well, it's not how I meant that.
I know.
Yeah, it's awful.
Same thing with Dan and Mick. I'm so glad to be talking with them face to face instead of trying to do business or relations about the D&M pedal over Messenger. Which
I played yesterday and loved it.
Isn't that great?
Oh, I was like, I said, forget it. This isn't a boost. This is 2 drives is what it is. This is 2 drives that take 1 power spot. You've got low gain, high gain. This is a rock machine.
It is.
They were like, yeah, or that. But no, it was great. We had you'll have to check when they get that video out. We really had fun with that pedal.
It's an amazing thing that they asked me to do, and I'm very glad that they did, because those are 2 sounds that we didn't have in our collection, and it allowed me to, work with a really good set of ambassadors.
Yeah.
Of tone. So
they are. That's very cool. It's funny, I've never told you, and I've met a number of times, I've never told you the whole reason that I started doing these gear demos 10 years ago is because I had a collection of tube screamers. And I had my Keeley tube screamer, which is what I used on the pedal board, and I was thinking maybe I should show people why I use this one instead of this stock, because I had a milk crate of tube screamers for some reason. And the Keeley one that I was using was a little bit brighter and just had a little more clarity, if that's not too generic of a word. So that was why I made my first video, was just comparing tube screamers, thinking people probably want to know this without having to buy 10 different tube screamers. And by God, 3 weeks later, that thing had just gone nuts in the world. And
so that was obviously well before the YouTube days.
Yeah.
And is that video still?
Oh yeah, it's my first video, and it is it was on YouTube, but it was the YouTube was a baby. I always say at the time that I started doing it, and yeah, I have you to thank.
Man, thank you so much.
Isn't that crazy?
It is cool that when you were listening for those smaller differences between tube screamer variations, and then modifications came in which you could make bigger changes. It was kind of cool, and I'm glad that you were doing it on video, because at the time I think most of what we had going was just audio samples.
Yeah.
Not quite as glamorous as what we got going today.
It was, and it got me, I started sending pedals to you guys too, so that I could then show, well, this mod versus this mod, and yeah, it was...
Those are pretty cool days.
It was expensive and very fun at the same time. It wasn't expensive, but you know what I mean, because I was buying a new pedal. I was like, I'm not going to buy the pedal from them. I'm going to send them a pedal. It ended up being more expensive to do that. I should have just bought the pedals from you from the get-go. So, cake or pie?
Man, it's definitely pizza pie.
Oh, pizza pie.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Pizza pie.
Favorite color?
Favorite color, of course, is blue. Blue LED. First one to use blue LED. Blue
you are the first one to use blue LED.
Absolutely. I've so researched it. I've hung it out there.
Ah.
And no one has challenged me on that one. It happened as walking into a Radio Shack, and I saw blue LED. It was $4.99.
Good Lord.
A millicent now.
Had to have been ultra bright or something.
It was very cool to see it there. I thought, oh, I'll make this a $15 upgrade.
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever sold one with a red LED.
I was going to say, yeah, they all do it.
I don't know if it sounds good, but the blue LED is cool, so I'm keeping it.
I remember one of the ones I got from you, I think, had a green LED, and I was sat there and just pained myself for an hour going, I don't know what color to choose.
Yeah.
It was literally, I was like, well, I already have a blue one. Anyway, that's really funny. Let's see, gold or silver? Jewelry, not for
I'm
collecting.
definitely a silver type of dude.
But your wedding ring looks gold.
But maybe it's a weird reflection.
It's a weird
It's a
reflection.
white gold.
It's
How about that? It's a silver gold.
It's the European conversion. It changes over here.
It's Euro gold.
And something most people may not know, you lived in Germany.
I did. And you know what was a startling revelation last night? I mean, I had a sneaking suspicion, but I wasn't sure. I'm trying to picture Berlin and where East Germany was. And I'm thinking East Germany is this small sector. And I'm thinking, how come I never heard of Mark Neukirchen? And I realized last night that we're in East Germany.
That was what I was going to ask you.
And it's like still giving me goosebumps today because I was here during the Cold War time.
Yeah.
The very Reagan end of it.
And when did they take down the wall?
89, 90.
And you were here in
Actually,
'89.
No, I had just left, so it happened right after I left. So I was here from 85 to 88, went through all of school here at a place called Kaiserslautern American High School. So it was a bunch of American kids.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't get very German indoctrinated, unfortunately. It's an absolutely beautiful place. Everything was wonderful and peaceful. There was no tense anything. You know, it was kind of the end of that whole era.
Yeah.
And so it was bliss. And everybody, all the alumni from then, we're still friends on Facebook, and it's just like, everyone's jealous that I'm here. Then I realized this is a different Germany.
Yeah.
It's maybe like North and South Dakota. They're still Dakotas, but there's something that's different.
Yeah.
And whether it's the architecture inside the hotel, it's the, you know, the streets, everything, you know, there's just a little twist on it. And then, furthermore, when you talk a little bit about politics to people, you realize that there are other opinions in the world, and, you know, that they liked it and enjoyed it their way, and they continue to feel that way. And it's kind of like a great mind opener.
Yeah. Well, they've been around a lot longer than we have.
We have something to learn.
They've had a lot more failures than we. They've been here long enough to fail, succeed, fail, succeed, fail, succeed, whereas we just, you know, succeed, so we think, which of course is not true, but we've got failures in our future.
And yeah, and I hopefully we'll learn from them.
Yeah.
The thing for me as an engineer too is this place around us here at Guit Con and the Warwood factory is a marvel in engineering.
It's fascinating.
Getting it planned and done right the first time. I don't care how much Hans Peter wants to tell me that it grew. It looks like it was thought out and well planned.
Had to have been.
Orchestrated so well. I mean, it's like a Willy Wonka factory and something else.
It really is. I mean, you go from one room to the next, and I mean, who knew, you can't tell there's bandsaws on the other side of this wall. So I mean, there's obviously insulation and just sound.
I did catch a couple Oompa Loompas sweeping up sawdust.
Those were actually there with me. They don't work here.
That brings sexual Oompa Loompas along with me too.
Well, I appreciate you taking time to talk to me. Like I said, I've always been a huge fan. What was it? I always put out there the original Gandalf of pedals, the original tone wizard, Dr. Robert fucking Keeley.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, my friend.
You bet.